The transfer window is finally open and the UEFA Euros are finally upon us. You're watching Foot and Mouth. Welcome back to Foot and Mouth. Ethan, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited for Euro.
This is
honestly the first time I think ever that I've been excited for Euro.
You weren't that excited for the Portugal win when they wanted to...
I wasn't watching soccer that time.
Well, yeah, not like I'm watching it now.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm super excited. I know that the Euros don't often live up to like the World Cup, but it's still probably the second best international tournament that we've got.
Yeah, fuck the Copa America.
No, I wouldn't say that much. But I would say that it's not the Euros. Also, obviously, transfer window open. We're not going to get into any transfers in this episode, but just very briefly, you're expecting much from United?
Yeah, I am actually.
Outgoings and incomings?
Yeah.
you really expect it?
How's that for a teaser?
It is the UEFA Euros that are currently on, kickstarting tonight. At the time you see this episode, the first game may have happened.
Yeah.
Depends on how soon I can get this edit out. But today we are going to go through the group stages, pick our winners for the groups. Here are your winners. I'll put it on the screen. Decent groups all around.
Yeah, good batch of teams.
I don't think there's necessarily a particular death group, would you say?
Yeah, there is actually one.
Which one?
Let me look at the thing quickly. I think there's actually two, ain't they?
Really? I mean, I guess
Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania. That's tough.
I suppose.
And then I think...
So Albania kind of levels everything.
Albania does kind of level them. But I guess Albania is the worst, I guess.
Maybe Group A is pretty tricky, bro. Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. Because I think Hungary have been performing above expectations. Scotland, okay, they're not favourites, but they are seasoned international team at least.
Yeah, I would say Group B is probably the closest because of the three-way of Spain, Croatia, Italy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that fucking the third place team made it through.
The top 4 third place teams go through. 8 teams are getting eliminated in the group stages.
That seems weird to me. I don't know why they don't just do 2.
Just the 2. I guess they want to get more football out. Look, either way, it's at least it makes that Group B a little bit more what's the word? It makes me feel a little bit happier knowing that those 3 big 3 teams that we were saying you're worried about, because that makes it tricky. There's a chance that all 3 of them end up progressing to some degree.
But they shouldn't. One of them deserves to go out.
Let's just kick things off right at the top in Group A.
Well, before we do that, off the bat, who do you think is going to win?
Oh, Germany.
Are you in Germany?
I'm back in the hosts, bro. I think Germany are taking it. I think they are
just
long.
Just because of efforts?
No, not just because of efforts, because I like Germany. Okay, I've been liking Germany. The fact that they are the hosts this time around gives me even more hope for them to finally get the win. It helps that Kai Havertz is an Arsenal player now, so I have more reason to like Germany. But now, dude, I think they've looked solid in the build-up. I think as the host, they have an advantage. And this isn't the same Germany team that's been underperforming and underwhelming for the past decade.
It's definitely not, but I don't know. I do think they're good, and I do think they'll do better than people expect, because they have been kind of weird and shit for the last couple of years.
Like the decade, bro. Like since they won the World Cup.
Yeah, since they won the World Cup, to be fair. But I know it's in Germany, and I would love it. It would be I think that's one of the few, like, there are a couple like fairy tale stories. That is obviously one of them. Germany at home. Tony Kroos is he's part of it. Look, I could see Nagelsmann is a good coach. Dude, it's just so tough when you look at like the favorites. Like you look at the quality of England, France.
As you would look at every year. Okay, look, England were runners up last Euros. We'll give them that.
With Italy. I can't believe Italy won that shit.
We'll give them that, bro. Jorginho won men's best European player that year.
Yeah, at least that's why Arsenal signed him.
Dude, I mean, I couldn't believe it, and then we signed him, and then I watched him play a few games. And he proved it.
Look, England very good, France very good, and I think it goes those 2, and then below them I'll put Portugal, Netherlands.
Netherlands for me is an interesting one to put them that high up.
And then below them, then I'll think of Germany.
See, I think Germany's like... For me, it's surprising that you'd put Holland above Germany. I mean, Holland didn't even qualify for the last World Cup.
Yeah, I know Holland. Well, Holland did qualify for the last World Cup, didn't they?
There was one tour, was it the Euros? The last Euros they didn't qualify.
Maybe they didn't qualify.
I know there was one major tournament they didn't even qualify for.
Look, Holland, we'll get into that as well, because they're actually my dark horses.
I think they're a bit of a dark horse.
They're my dark horses for this one. But I think, I just think because Germany have kind of done nothing, and I know Nagelsmann is good, he's young. I'm sure he'll get them doing something, but Havertz isn't an out-and-out 9 yet. they've got good players. Obviously, Wirtz has had such a good season at
Yeah.
Leverkusen. And Tony Cruz, I don't know, dude. It's fair. Look, it's fair. I just can't see. They're not in the favorites. They're not in anyone's favorites.
Yeah, look, again, I'm not blaming anybody for not backing them because, like you've pointed out, so very detailed, they have been disappointing as of late. I'll always back them, but this season, I think, just overall, they're a little bit more complete than they were when they've been disappointing. Like, again, you mentioned Florian Wirtz. There's also Musiala, who's another player who had, Bayern Munich obviously had a disappointing season. But Musiala had a good individual season. I think Kai Havertz had a good time with Arsenal this season, and he had a good individual season as well. Schlotterbeck looks good.
You can't say that.
They've still got Fulkrug, who's also got some goals in him. Muller, I think, is still in the team this season.
Yeah, I know.
From front to back, bro, they just look solid, bro. They've got Gundogan.
Sane is such a hit or miss. He's been pretty much 50-50 for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Wirtz, yes, without a doubt, Wirtz is good. Muller again, so 50-50. He doesn't do. He hasn't done anything in a long time.
Musiala, Cruz, Wirtz, Gundogan, and honestly, I'm gonna put in Pascal Gross. Those are some reliable mids.
You should have mentioned Kimmich.
He's Kimmich, but he's probably gonna be playing as a defender.
I don't think so.
I hope he
think that's
doesn't.
just a Bayern Munich thing.
If he can play in his ideal midfield role, then all the more reason to back Germany, bro.
Do you think I know like Ter Stegen was the goalkeeper during Neuer's whole
Neuer,
arm break.
What's his name? Nagelsmann already came out and said Neuer's the goalkeeper.
Is it?
Yep.
I guess I would. That's fair. I would do the same thing.
I just hate that they're so open about it. It's kind of weird. Like, I understand it's something that goes without saying, but like, damn, bro, you do have a second and third choice goalkeeper, and they're just seeing your manager go out like and just absolutely reestablish.
And also that second choice to Stegen is still very good.
He deserves a chance, bro.
And he was the goalkeeper like in the build up to this because obviously Neuer broke his leg or something, whatever. But Ter Stegen was the goalkeeper for a lot of the qualifiers, and he was good. He is a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
It's tough. I probably would start Ter Stegen. I don't
I would
know
start
if
him just
Neuer's
because of the fact that he's been playing.
Yeah,
games,
he's been
bro.
playing. Yeah,
we
exactly.
saw Neuer in the Champions League. Yeah, he made a couple. How many appearances in the Champions League towards? When he came back from injury, he was straight back into the Champions League.
And he
games.
wasn't bad. He did
Wasn't
fuck
bad.
up the semi-final though.
He did.
Look, Rudiger is good. Yes.
Yeah. Look,
Schlotterbeck?
Jonathan Tah. I like Schlotterbeck. I don't mind, bro.
Damn.
I don't mind. I really don't mind. And even David Rome, I think David Rome's good. I genuinely think, okay, even if the defense isn't the best in the league,
I don't think the attack is that amazing either.
but what I think sets them apart is how their manager has them play. Okay, I think, again, this dude had Kai Havertz scoring goals at left back. That's bizarre.
Yes, it is bizarre.
And I'm not
Kai
saying
Havertz
that's
scoring
how they're
goals
gonna-
in general is bizarre.
I'm not saying that's how they're going to play. I don't see Kai Havertz ever featuring at left back in this tournament. But Nagelsmann is a good coach. These are some good players. They've got enough youth and experience throughout the team from front to back, I think, to make things very, very challenging for anybody else going for. I know that they aren't favorites, but I think in this tournament, I'm just backing them, bro.
I think the only strength is that central mid with Musiala, Kimmich, Gundogan. I think that's literally the only place.
You just leave Wirtz out of it, bro.
No, Wirtz is the only forward then. Because Sane is so hit or miss. Muller hasn't done anything in a long
I think
time.
Havertz is going to start the striker. I think he'll start up top for Germany, and I think he'll play there throughout the
He
tournament.
probably would, eh? We probably wouldn't see Fulkrug much.
Genuine. I mean, he scored 15 goals for Arsenal at centre forward. Why not, bro?
Yeah, I guess Havertz is a shout for Havertz. But let me tell you about the real team that's going to win it. Portugal. Portugal! I think the only thing holding them back is the manager, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Roberto Martinez, I cannot believe this dude went from failing with Belgium's golden generation to potentially failing with Portugal's golden generation.
Every generation, as long as Ronaldo is there, he's the golden generation.
This is like 05. That's a long golden generation. But Roberto Martinez, he's the only, much like England, he's the only, he's the part the team is fine.
Yeah.
He's the part I'm sketched out
their
about.
Southgate.
Yeah, he's their Southgate. But I mean, you just look at these players. Dude.
No, they have a squad. I was even stunned when I went through it because off the top of my head, I was like, Portugal, meh. Then I looked at that team from front to back.
I'm gonna list some players right now. Rafael Leao, Jota.
I'm just gonna say Leao's also a hit or miss, by the way.
Yes, no, yes, but
He's definitely
Jota's
also
not.
hit or miss.
Jota's most of the time hit.
Jota's hit, yeah, when he's fit.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Hit.
Gonzalo Ramos, I don't give a shit about him. João Felix, what a
Hit or
player!
miss?
I'm so yes.
Now this season was good though.
This
I think he had a good
but he
season
still
with
doesn't
Barca.
have. He doesn't have a team, does he? Because I think
I think
Barca
he's
still
still
don't want
contracted
to.
to Atletico. I think Barca just can't afford him.
Pedro Neto,
Again, if he's fit, hit.
Paulinho, Ruben Neves.
Paulinho linked with Bayern again. Ruben Neves solid. I don't know how he's been doing
Vitinha's
in
okay.
Saudi.
Vitinha's
Vitinha's also
okay.
good PSG player.
Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, obviously.
Bruno
Class.
Fernandes. I
Class.
think Bruno Fernandes is going
Class.
to. I think he's actually going to be the player of this tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, João Neves.
Yeah.
The thing is though, much like all of these teams, like defense is probably the worst.
I still think they have a decent defense, bro.
Yeah, João Cancelo, Ruben Diaz, obviously fucking 40-something-year-old Pepe. He's still in the team.
Cannot believe it.
Ignacio,
Yeah.
Mendes,
Dalot is there.
Nuno Tavares, Dalot is there as well. And
Ignacio, can I just say also today linked with Arsenal.
is it?
Very, very strong links with Arsenal. Yeah. Again, young player, but that's someone that football manager players will vouch for as well.
Football manager players.
Football manager players will
This
vouch
one's
for
for
him,
you.
bro. No, I think defense
And then
wise, they
obviously
are solid.
Costa as the goalkeeper. But I think this team is just so good.
Costa, I think, is going to get the Golden Glove.
You think so?
I think so. I think when you look at Portugal's group stage, I think he'll do well enough in the group stages to kind of lock it down, bro.
That's my assumption too. Because I'm also spoiler alert. I'm going for Ronaldo for the Golden Boot, and
Me as well.
I just think that group stage is just
I
too,
genuinely put Ronaldo down
it's
for the
just
Golden
it's
Boot.
just
Yeah.
too easy. But yeah, look, these obviously Ronaldo coming into this now. He's coming off an amazing season.
Amazing
Portugal as a whole have had a good couple of friendly games in the build up to this actual thing,
And
yeah,
Ronaldo's had a good goal scoring record in those games, bro.
and also just the group is easy as fuck.
Yeah.
They are going to get through that group first.
Yeah, Czech Republic, you want to respect. Turkey, they are one of my low-key dark horses. I can't
Turkey are
lie.
always someone's dark horse.
They
though, and they never
low-key
do
my-
anything.
I had Portugal as my dark horse.
Portugal is not a dark
But
horse. for
that's
this.
what I was going to say. I was going to say, if faces will be pulled and people will be like, they're not considered it. The only
Yeah.
reason I consider them a dark horse is just because I think like France and England are just much more
They are
favorites
the
than
two.
they are.
Yeah, they are the two.
But yeah, Portugal I had as my dark horse. But yeah, the more I speak about it, the more I think that they are probably third favorites.
For sure, I think
So
they
my
are
dark
third
horse is
favorites.
probably between Holland and Turkey. I don't think Turkey will win it. I just think Turkey will overachieve.
But yeah, look, this team is just so good, and yeah, let's be honest, this probably is Ronaldo's last competition.
It has to be.
Bruno Fernandes was the only dude to get through. Him and Mbappe were the only players to get through the qualifiers with more than 5 goals and more than
Yeah.
5 assists. I think him in that team. We see that United, for him to do so much at United, which is such a shit team, you put him surrounded by that quality of players.
He's been playing with injuries, bro.
I just it's just like set in stone basically. I think they're gonna have like a pretty good run. I think they will make it to at least the final, and I expect them to win it.
Damn. I did predictions right through to the final. And I've got a final that is Germany versus France. But I did have Portugal going out to Germany in the semis.
Bro, Portugal will smash Germany.
I-
They will smash Germany.
Again,
dude.
that was just me backing the boys. I wouldn't be surprised if they do beat Germany, but I'm just backing the boys. So yeah, I agree with you. I think Portugal can go all the way.
They should. Let's be honest here. They should. With a team like that, I know Martinez isn't. I mean, I remember this dude at Wigan. That's
Yeah.
fuck me.
I remember at Everton. He took over from boys.
But yeah, looking at the team on paper,
Yeah, no, on
in the
paper.
form they in.
That's true. That's true.
And a lot of those players are coming off of like good seasons, bro. Like we see, Bernardo Silva literally just won the fucking Premier League.
Fourth time in a row for Man City.
Ronaldo coming off his best season ever in the Saudi League. Paulinho.
Yeah, and their group again, like they've got Czech Republic, Georgia, and Turkey in their group.
I just think there's a good balance in this team. Like
from front to back.
There's like young and there's old. I think players like Jota who are willing to like get stuck in and work. Those players will make the difference.
And again, like it's players who have experience at high level football. Like it's not like it's made up of players from like the Austrian Premier League.
Exactly.
And the this and
Not
that.
to shade on the.
No, yeah,
Austrian.
for sure. But I just mean like it's a team made up of players who are playing top level football, and they've all had good seasons, like you said. I mean,
Portugal.
Diogo Costa is obviously he's been impressing a whole lot.
It's still very interesting. You think he's getting the Golden Glove?
Again, just because I think this group, I could see him walking away from this group stage with like 4 clean sheets minimum.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess it's possible.
I just think there's every chance, bro. And going on to the next stages, everyone's conceding, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's conceding. So, yeah, you got Portugal, I've got Germany. I also want to say England. That's just the Premier League fan
everyone,
in me.
yeah. England are definitely
The Premier League fan in me, but I also do have England.
You don't
I don't know if I'd say England are going to disappoint by going out in the semis, but
Yes.
I don't have them going to the final.
So we've chosen a team that we actually think is going to win. We haven't just chosen a team we like. So
No,
you
yeah,
actually
I'm
think
going
Germany is
Germany.
going
I
to
think
win?
because again, I think everyone's gonna underestimate them. I think players and fans of football alike will underestimate, and you would have reason to underestimate.
I don't think you can in their home though.
and that's the
In
thing.
a home tournament, I don't think people are going to underestimate.
Hopefully not, bro. But again, they're still not people's favorites. They're not like a majority favorite in any
No,
way.
they can't be.
So
They can't be.
I think as long as they aren't favorites, they're gonna be underrated. And yeah, bro. I think they're gonna take it, bro. I think they're gonna take it.
All right. Well, let's
stand to be
start
corrected.
from the beginning. Group A.
Group A, we've got Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. Obviously, tonight's the first game, Germany versus Scotland. The way I think the group's going to shape out, I'm pretty sure we're going to be on the same page. First,
I think
Germany.
so too. Yes.
Nah. Second, I've gone Switzerland.
I've gone Switzerland.
Third, I've gone Hungary.
I haven't done that.
You've gone Scotland.
I got Scotland. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. I think look, like I said, Hungary have had a surprising run up to the Euros, and again they've got the Hungarian Gerard and Szoboszlai over there.
Szoboszlai, yeah.
So
Handsome Gerard.
yeah, I think they've got a lot going for them. There's a lot of like unknown about them as well, so I think it's going to be difficult in general to prepare for them. And Scotland.
The thing is, you want to talk about the fucking handsome Gerard. Scotland have the Scottish Ronaldo, McTominay.
I understand.
When push comes to shove,
I understand.
McTominay will make a difference. We've seen him do it for Scotland. We've seen him do it for United.
I understand. Look, and that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if anybody
Wasn't he
has
like
Scotland.
tied for top goal scorer last Euros or
I
some shit
wouldn't
like
be
that?
surprised if anybody has Scotland over Hungary. It makes complete sense that you would. But I just think that this Hungary side are a bit of an anomaly. And I think Scotland have shown time and time again that they can't do it, bro.
No,
They're
can't.
not going to move on from a group stage,
But
bro.
I mean, dude, if we're picking third places to come out of this, Scotland have a spot.
I
in that.
think Hungary, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
just
you
have
are
I
Hungary.
just have a feeling. I think
Dominic
Hungary's gonna
Szoboszlai
be
is
there.
the only person. At
Fair
least
enough.
for Scotland, there's Andy Robertson.
I will admit that I know nothing about this Hungary team. This is literally just me going off vibes here. This is just me going off. I just have a feeling, bro. I just have a feeling. But it makes sense that Scotland will be third in your tally.
I'm going Scotland third, dude.
Group B, we have got Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania. This is the group of death you highlighted.
In that order.
Who you've got it in that order?
No, I actually don't. I think Italy will. I actually don't know who's in the Italy squad, but I don't give Italy a lot of respect. They won the last Euros.
This Italy squad is very different. They are a lot weaker.
They have Donnarumma.
They are a lot weaker.
They have Donnarumma.
Yeah, but like when you look at everywhere else in their team, they don't. I think there's a lot of inexperienced players now. You know what I mean?
It is. I know, but
They are.
But the Croatia argument is the complete opposite. There's a lot of just old people in that squad.
That's true. Okay, who have you gone to win the group?
I'll go Spain to win.
I've gone Spain to win as well.
I'll actually go Italy second.
I've gone Italy second.
Okay, and then I'll go Croatia, Albania.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna go well.
Yeah, you want to name an Albanian
I've got
soccer
a
player?
feeling, bro. I just got a feeling.
But yeah, look, Croatia's golden years are past them.
Yep.
And that just directly ties into Modric.
Modric could play, but I'm sorry, he can only do so much, bro.
He can only do so much,
can only do
especially
so much.
at his age now.
Yeah.
Look, if we want to talk about fairy tales, so maybe he's just the fairy tale. Maybe it's not Toni
Well,
Kroos.
yeah, I'm always open to another fairy tale, but they've got a good goalkeeper in Levikovic. They've got some decent defenders. They've got Stanisic there. They've got Joseph Sutalo there. Look, Sucic is good as well. Kovacic is there, of course.
Yeah.
And
All
then
the itches.
up front, they've got Perisic, who's still playing.
Yeah.
And that's the only name that I recognize in their forwards list. So
That's a good start. Look, I
anything can. Oh, Gvardiol, of course, in defense.
Gvardiol, fuck, that's actually not.
Gvardiol in defense.
That's actually not a bad team. That actually might be better. But look, I'm going to put respect on Italy's name. They did win the
current
last
holders,
Euros.
They are the holders. Of
And
course.
I know there's not many players who are still here that won that, but there are players like we mentioned, Jorginho, he's there.
And he had a good season at Arsenal.
Donnarumma, I don't necessarily like Donnarumma, but a lot of other people do. And people say
class.
he's a good goalkeeper. And then obviously Skamaka.
Long arms, bro.
Skamaka, I think he's pretty good as a forward. I obviously didn't do
Still can't believe he
amazing
flopped
at
at
West Ham, but I think he's better than a lot of options. To be honest, I think he'll score some goals.
Look, he knocked Liverpool out of the Euros.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of the Europa.
Knocked him out of the Euros, bro. But yeah, I think in that order, Spain, Italy, Croatia, Albania. We both agree.
Spain, Italy, Croatia, Albania. And then Group C. In Group C, we've got Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. England first, for sure.
Yeah.
England first. I think from second,
Come on,
this
England.
is where we may differ. Who have you gone for second?
Denmark.
You've gone Denmark. I've gone Serbia.
Because of Sesko and...
No, he's Slovenian.
Okay.
Serbia's Mitrovic, Vlahovic.
Oh yeah, all the itches.
All the itches, bro.
Look, that is actually a good team. Obviously, Mitrovic has been in the Saudi league. I don't necessarily know how he's done, but I think he did well.
He did a very, he had a very good season. I was reading. And he's obviously Serbia's record goal scorer and everything. Like there's a lot.
There is a lot. Again, though, attacking wise, they're good.
That's the opening game for England, by the way. England versus Serbia.
Attacking wise, they're all good. I mean, you mentioned those players.
Yeah. Look, Serbia's last appearance at the Euros was in 2000. And back then, they weren't even known as Serbia. They were known as YR Yugoslavia. So it's been a very, very long time.
It has been a long time.
One thing that I actually found in looking up at this game was Serbia are apparently very, very good in the air.
With Mitrovic and...
In the Euros qualifiers, they ranked third for headed goals scored, with 5 of them in 7 games. They ranked second for crosses completed with 67 crosses, and first for headed attempts with 44. England don't have Maguire this for this Euros.
No, they don't, and that's the thing. I think everyone's weakness this year seems to be their defense.
Yeah,
like literally every single team.
I think Serbia could exploit that a little bit, bro. If their crossing and heading is as on point as the stats suggest, I know their defense is ass.
I think they will exploit that.
I think they can. They have to, obviously.
We do mention them, England not having Maguire.
Yeah.
Look, I like Stones, but Stones has been injured for most of the season.
Dude, to my memory, Maguire is brilliant in the air.
Yes, he is.
So I think he's gonna be a big miss for England.
No, he is,
especially in this game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know Stones is good, but he's kind of had a miss of a season. Gay as well. I personally would have gone with Braithwaite.
Yeah, me as well.
I think
Braithwaite was he should have been in there on merit.
I think England should have chosen Braithwaite. He's had an amazing season at Everton. Mm-hmm. I know Gay, he had a pretty decent, and I know Gay, he's played, he's older, he's got more experience. It would make sense. But I would have gone Braithwaite, and then obviously it's probably going to be like Trippier and Walker. Those are very short defenders.
Yeah.
They honestly, all of them except for Stones.
Look, if you get Vlahovic as well, bro.
I know.
It gets a bit tough for that back line.
All of them except for Stones is short.
I think the back line, they can outpace Serbia's attack, for sure. Kyle Walker's
the only one, though.
I think Stones is decently paced, though.
Yeah, but again, he's been injured all season. We've barely seen what he's done.
But again, Mitrovic, we know, is not a speed merchant. Vlahovic can move, though. I think Vlahovic has decent pace.
No, look, I think England's defense is actually whack, dude. I think it's whack.
I think Maguire's going to be a miss, bro.
I think Maguire's going to be a miss. Trippier's had a fucking stinker of a season at Newcastle. I personally would put Trent. I know he's listed as a midfielder. I say put Trent on the right back.
Yeah.
Fuck Kyle Walker.
100%.
Put Kyle Walker on the left back.
100%. I agree with that, bro. I don't like this Trent in midfield idea. It seems like such a waste.
It is a waste.
But yeah, look, obviously, Serbia's, like I said, the defense is ass. So I think that England's attack will just completely overpower them.
Yeah.
But Serbia can throw up some surprises. I think England are going to have to, in this group, just score as many goals as possible because the goal difference can make a big difference.
Look, let's talk about this England side. How do you think Southgate's going to do it? Do you think we're just going to see all the names, Foden, Bellingham, Rice? Is he just going to start the big names?
I think, at least for the first game, yes.
Yeah.
The hype. You know what I mean?
So you think it's going to be full strength?
I think the first game is going to be, again, without someone like Braithwaite there, you know, like, I don't think you're going to see very many players starting where you're like, he's there. Like, Mainu, I think, will start because, again, the Mainu hype is real, bro.
Yes,
and again, he's earned it. He's definitely earned it.
He has earned it, but he may not fit per se as maybe someone like Conor Gallagher does.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of players in that team who, even with like them taking Maddison out the team, like there's a lot of players in there who can serve a role, and it's just a matter of how Southgate is going to mix and match these things. Because I honestly think if he just throws in those big names, it's not going to work.
Like I said, I think he'll do it for the first game. I genuinely think he'll do it for the first game, and then I don't know. I hope Kainu Mainu. I hope Kobe Mainu can thrive on this stage. It is a big stage. It's a very big opportunity for him. But yeah, I would start things a little bit more sensibly. I'd start Conor Gallagher in midfield.
Is it?
I would start him.
So you'd go Declan Rice, Bellingham, Gags.
Yeah, because again, he's a workhorse,
He's a
bro.
workhorse,
Not
yeah.
that Mainu isn't, but Gallagher has had such a freaking turnaround under Poch this season, bro.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I think he's just he's experienced at this level more so than Mainu.
Yeah.
So I would go for that, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Mainu starting. Again, he has earned the right to start, but in the build-up, I don't think that. But I think he's tried Declan Rice, Mainu, and Bellingham, and it didn't work. That's where they lost to
That's where
Iceland.
they lost, yeah. But the thing is, though, it's so tough, dude. Those names are just so big. Because I personally wouldn't even start Foden.
You wouldn't start?
No, I wouldn't start Foden. I would probably start Palmer. Put Palmer on the left, and then I'll have the midfielders do their thing, Saka on the right.
You're not going to hear me argue about Saka.
You could argue about Foden being in the middle, like maybe a midfield of Deckers, Bellingham, and Foden.
Yeah.
Where Bellingham, I probably would do something like that. I probably wouldn't have Bellingham as like the super attacking, like what he does at Madrid. I probably wouldn't have him do
deeper.
that. Yeah, I'd probably have him sit back with Deckers, have them do their own thing.
Just control the pace of the game.
Because what's sad is Deckers is also like really good going forward. I don't want Declan to just be a defensive midfielder who's
Holding
gonna
his
I
position,
don't want that
he can
either.
offer a lot going forward.
So I guess if you're willing to put Colby Mainu in and have him in that defensive spot and have the other two, but again, even Colby Mainu, I think he's better going up.
Very good going forward, bro. And he shows a lot of good technique on the ball as well.
But yeah, I think Foden could be a super sub. I know on paper this England team they've got the best player in La Liga, Bellingham. They got the best player in the Premier League, Foden. They got the best player in Bundesliga, Kane.
Yeah.
So on paper they should destroy every other team.
They really should. I don't think anybody can argue with that.
But going further down, even I think players like Tony should get a shout. I think Watkins with the season he's had, I think he should get a shout. I hope he doesn't just start Kane just because he's Harry Kane. I hope he actually looks to mix and match.
Isn't Kane captain?
Kyle Walker might be captain. I don't know, but I hope he looks to actually mix and match, and he doesn't just play the big names like Kane, like Foden.
Yeah.
I hope he actually tries to make a team that works.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I think Madison did have a place. If we keep in that fucking Adam Wharton, whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
I know Madison he didn't have a great season since coming back from injury, but his time before that injury was so good. But yeah, I look, it's gonna be obviously Saka guaranteed. No one is taking that Saka spot.
Yeah, if he's fit.
Yeah, there's literally no one who's gonna take
If
that
he's
Saka
fit, he
spot.
starts, bro.
So the only question is, Palmer or Foden on the left. And personally, I'm going Kiki Palmer. I would do Palmer. We've seen those pictures come out of him. He doesn't he doesn't look healthy. But I'm sure he's healthy. I'm sure he's healthy enough to play in the Euros. So yeah, I would do that, and I think having Foden as a super sub would just fucking kill. But further down the line, obviously, speaking of like Braithwaite and who wasn't injured, who wasn't picked, Grealish.
I wouldn't have picked him.
Wouldn't have picked him?
Nah. I honestly may have tried to just kind of pick a few more midfielders. That England midfield list is so short.
It is very short.
But again, I think some people listed as forwards can play.
And obviously the Trent was in the midfield thing as well.
But I just looked at it, I was like, isn't that like 4 names, bro? 5 names?
It's kind of sad what's happened to Grealish, eh? Because there is such a player there, but Man City this season particular at Man City was just not it.
He was the player he was at Villa, because at Villa he had freedom. And then he went to a robotic system. He won what? He was there for 3 of the 4 Prems.
Yeah.
So
that's worth it.
Started 3-peat, bro. I don't think, again, and I always think the one thing that's the safest thing for Grealish, and it probably helps that Villa are on the trajectory they're on. When Grealish is done at City, he can go back to Villa a hero anytime he wants.
He can, yeah, for sure, he could.
And no matter how Aston Villa look, I think they'll have space for Jack Grealish, especially if he ends up just running his contract down in City and joining them on a free. You know what I mean?
No, look, if that's his actual plan, then yeah,
What's he, 31 now, 30?
I have no clue. But all props to him. I think he should do it. City, he's a good player, and he should go to a team where he's going to start. But yeah, I guess him not being chosen is it. Another player though is like Anthony Gordon. I think Anthony Gordon's fucking. I think he's so good.
Yeah, I think he.
And what's sad is he's probably not going to get any time.
Yeah.
Just looking at the on paper.
Unless there's a serious injury crisis.
Yeah, serious injury crisis. But
Then again, look, Anthony Gordon, he may be the secret weapon coming up against tired legs.
I would even think about starting Gordon on the left instead of Palmer. Like I'm so tempted because he just offers something different. I think Foden is Foden is a goal scorer.
I wouldn't start Palmer after those pictures.
Yeah, I wouldn't start.
I think give him a game.
We need to like get an ammonia test on him.
I think
he's not healthy.
no, honestly, I genuinely think it's too fresh in his mind. You know he's seen the memes, bro. You know he's seen the memes. You know what I mean? Like, don't send him out and first order of business is show them. You know
Show
what I
them,
mean?
Palmer.
Just let England get a win, and then you can bring him back into the team.
And give him a long sleeve shirt. He's cold. Get that kid a jacket.
Plain jacket.
But yeah, this England team is just so good. Do you think win or lose, Southgate's gone?
Yeah, I think his time's come, bro. And also, at the end of the day, if he doesn't win it now, he's never gonna win anything with this team. He's had so many opportunities. How many opportunities? This is the third major trophy he's gotten. He's getting a chance to win.
He's showing us something different now. He's not picking no Henderson in the team.
But in my mind, it's too little, too late, bro. In my mind, you've had this team for like 10 years almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it is 10 years at least. Like, you've had this team. You can't now decide after this long to go, now I'll try something. People have been desperate for you to try.
At least he's trying.
I know you're saying it, but what I'm saying is that's all good and well for the next guy.
So
guy.
you just think he's trying it because it's like his last resort because he's got nothing else, or is he trying it because he knows?
He's trying it because
he knows he's continuing with the team.
I think he's trying it because he realizes he has to.
Yeah.
But I also think it helps that win or lose, he's gone.
What I think Winnie stays.
You think Winnie stays?
I kind of do think he stays.
Honestly, I believe that the FA or whoever's like the board of the English team, I'm so sure they love that man's in charge.
Yeah, I think they love him.
I don't think they are in a hurry for him to leave.
I honestly think if England win this Euros, he will stay.
If he wins, I guarantee you'd probably get a whole lot of people going, yeah, he probably
should stay.
And I think that's what makes international football so weird. In that you can, like, people can be like, he's lost 3 finals, but it's been like 6 years apart, bro. Like,
no, and also, let's be honest, he's gotten them 2 finals,
and
semi-finals.
that in itself are monumental moments on their own.
Exactly.
Like,
so that's the thing. He hasn't particularly been bad. People just don't like his pragmatic style and he picks favorites and this and that.
Their trophy draw is nearing 60 years now.
Yes,
which is not good. And also, what's not good is that no team in history has ever won a World Cup or Euros after losing their final warm-up game before the tournament.
Oh, wow.
They obviously just lost to Iceland.
Yeah.
So I think they've got their backs up against it. As much as they are favorites, they'll always be favorites. Because on paper, they are like the Man United of international football. They have such a good on-paper team.
Yeah, such a good team.
Player for player, position by position, they have such a good on-paper team. But they are notoriously known for bottling.
They definitely are.
So it's going to be touch and go. You have to think now they've got Bellingham. You know what I mean? They've got Phil Foden in this form and in this mindset. They've got Bukayo Saka in this form. They've got so many of these really promising players maturing and coming off the back of, much like Portugal, off of really good seasons. You look at the entire team who we would consider to be the starters. They've all had good individual seasons. They've all had good seasons with their team. Bar Pickford. Pickford had a good individual season,
Pickford
though.
a second highest clean sheets in the league. Yeah,
very, very good individual season. And again, I think their group's kind of kind to them, bro.
Yeah,
I think their group, it's a decent group. It's a group
it's a decent group.
It's not too easy that they're not going to be tested. Like, they will have to work for it, which I think is going to help them in the long run because it's not going to be coming off the back of stat padding into competitive football. And yeah, I think Serbia, as much as I want to highlight their attacking threats, their defense is dog shit, and England can absolutely just...
No, look, England should easily make it out. Denmark, I like Denmark, dude. They got Rasmus Højlund. They got... Eriksen still plays for Denmark. They have Højbjerg.
Yep.
I think Denmark will Denmark will be better than
I see Denmark
Serbia.
like a Norway, bro. Like, Norway has some decent players.
I think Denmark have Damsgaard as well. Also
and they've got Christensen, obviously, in defense.
I see.
But yeah, I think, it obviously starts with the Serbia game. I've actually gone with the prediction. I've gone 3-1 England for the Serbia game. And I've gone as far as to go for goal scorers, bro.
Wow.
I think Mitrovic gets a goal, and then I think Bellingham, Foden, and a Kane penalty.
Wow.
You heard it here first, y'all.
I actually think Palmer should take their penalties. But I think Denmark...
You think Palmer takes penalties ahead of Kane in the England squad?
I think he should.
But I mean, like, do you think he would?
Yes.
Like, okay, I guess based off of but look, Kane also missed an important penalty
You did
for
miss an
England.
important-
Cole Palmer hasn't had the
Cole
opportunity.
Palmer's
yet.
ice cold, bro. But yeah, look, I think Denmark do, and I think Rasmus Højlund is actually gonna do very good this
Because he's gonna get
this
service.
Euros. He'll get a lot of
He's
service.
gonna get service, bro.
I think he'll do very good this
Yeah.
tournament. Group
So obviously
D,
that's Group C
Yeah,
done.
done.
We've gone England, Serbia. I've gone Denmark in third. You've
I
gone
got Denmark in second. Yeah,
Slovenia fourth for both of us.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think Sesko's gonna drag. them
it'll
out
be
from
nice to
fourth.
see him though.
It will be. It will be. Obviously,
Group
he's staying
D.
with RB Leipzig, but yeah.
Fuck RB Leipzig.
Group D, interesting.
Poland, Netherlands, Austria, France. You see, I was also gonna call this a group of death.
Me as well, because Poland, I don't think are like they're not. They're no slouches.
They're not terrible.
And
yeah,
Austria, I think everyone always like talks about Austrian footballers are apparently after the who's the oak that was at United, Rangnick.
Yeah.
He's obviously been doing. He's coaching
Yes,
the
he's
Austrian
coaching
team.
the Austrian team. Yeah,
So I think there's another anomaly that may surprise. I don't see them bettering any of the other three though.
I can't really. As much as I like Ranić and I would like to say something like that, they got Lewandowski at Poland.
And I think that it's not just him at Poland. I think Poland have some players, at least more
Yeah,
than
I'm sure they have.
Lewandowski.
I'm sure they have a couple. But yeah, the big one here is France and Netherlands. France, obviously,
Main favorites.
main favorite.
Main
Literally
favourites.
just won the fucking World Cup. Oh no, they
Runners-up,
made it to the
runners-up,
final.
yeah.
And I think that kind of can fuel them. You know what I mean?
Of
They
course.
did just almost win a World Cup. I think that is
Mbappe's
gonna,
first tournament as the captain.
Bra
First major
Paps.
tournament. Bra Paps, bro.
Did you watch that interview he did?
Yeah, where he was speaking of this is the one that he doesn't have.
Yeah,
which is insane to say at his age.
No, it is. Yeah,
That is absolute. Because again,
when
now that he's at Madrid, also he's
Yeah.
gonna add the Champions League. He's
Yes.
gonna add everything else there is to win.
And you know, I actually do believe him. I do think, especially with him being the captain, I do think he does want
He
to
thrives off the
he
shit,
does
bro.
want to guide this team to a win.
I think he thrives off of that spotlight, bruv. And again, he had such a good World Cup.
I know, such a good.
I know they didn't win it, but
No,
bruh.
he single-handedly got them to the final.
No, he was insane. I've gone France to win this group. I don't think you can argue there.
You know, I actually do want to argue.
Really?
I think the Netherlands team is very good, bro.
I do like them. Obviously, Yuri and Timber is
Yes, and that's my thing. I think Netherlands is one of the few teams where they're better defensively than they are attacking.
they're a proper dark
Proper
horse.
dark horse.
Proper.
I just think like you look at Van der Ven,
Yeah.
Van Dijk, Frimpong,
They got all the vans.
Timber. I think
Are
defensive.
both Timbers there, I wonder. I don't know if,
I don't
if Quincy Timber's there.
I just think defensively they are one of the few teams where the defense is locked up. Like
Pai, obviously.
yeah, Memphis Depay, attacking wise they're okay. Obviously,
Klaas-Jan Huntelaar.
Weghorst still plays for them, and he actually still does decently well for them.
Yeah.
Memphis Depay has been their like dude that they go
Free
to
agent
dude.
now.
And obviously Gakpo, they have Gakpo, and the Xavi Simmons dude, that young kid
Who's
from
brilliant,
from
bro. PSG.
from Leipzig.
I think PSG still own him.
Yeah, but he played at one of the RB. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's good as well. I think
They're exciting, bro.
they are exciting, and again, you can't look past them defensively. I think having a defense that rock solid, Van Dijk's been scoring in their
Yeah.
their games.
And you gotta ask yourself, bro, if only Van Persie was in this team.
I know, dude. Honestly, if you could put a Van Persie in this team, if you could put a number 9 in this team to take Memphis
Van
Depay's
Persie's
spot,
son is playing at Feyenoord's youth level, Shaquille Van Persie. So maybe
Wow.
one day,
Maybe
bro.
one day.
Maybe one day. But yeah, I think France are gonna win this group. You wanna say Holland
you know, I
first?
actually want to say,
You gonna say Holland
I'm
first?
going to say
I'm
Netherlands
not gonna
first.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a weird drop off from France. This
I
tournament.
kind of think
I
there-
wouldn't be
I kind of
surprised if
think
there's
there
a
might
weird,
be,
maybe
yeah.
not a total fallout.
Look-
but I think like a weird where it's like, okay, maybe France aren't gonna win this.
The only thing is like Didier Deschamps. We know he's a good coach.
Yeah, yeah.
He's done well with France before. That's the only thing. Who is Netherlands coach?
Who
It's
is their
Koeman.
coach?
Isn't it still Koeman?
I'm not sure actually. To be fair, I'll find out now.
I think it might be Koeman. Look, I probably would say that Didier Deschamps is the better coach, and he probably will.
More
He's-
experienced,
he-
more
he-
seasoned.
he-
He's got a World Cup
Exactly.
recently.
So-
Obviously, he didn't win the last one, but
So it is a bit of an odd one because
That is Ronald Koeman,
on
yeah.
paper and like coach wise, they do have the better team. France.
Yeah.
They definitely should. They should qualify first. They should be first in this group.
sorry, I was gonna say on Holland also they do have Marlon there as well.
Oh,
They've
yes.
got Bergwijn and they've got
Yes,
Xerxes, who's been linked with AC
Bergwijn
Milan now as well.
Bergwijn is back now.
Those are all forwards there. They've got Gravenberch as well. Wijnaldum still there. Martsen is
Wijnaldum.
there. They've got Dumfries. They've got a solid team.
They've
bro.
got a solid team. Yeah. The only question is, are they going to be? They don't have any like Mbappe. They don't have any of like the super
They've
big.
got Depay.
Yeah.
It's close enough to Mbappe.
They don't have any of the
I think
like.
Xavi Simmons is probably their most lethal player in the team right
I know,
now.
and that's also like a fucking 22-year-old.
Not even. I don't even think he's that old. Bro.
But yes, I'll go Netherlands.
Holland win?
Yeah, I'll go Netherlands, France,
Yeah?
Poland, Austria.
Poland, Austria. Okay, yeah, I think we pretty much in agreement there on Poland, Austria. Group E. We have got Belgium. Sorry, we got Belgium.
Getting emotional.
Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, and Ukraine. I think this is a bit of a meh group.
Yeah, this is Belgium first.
Belgium
and,
first.
Obviously, the golden generation is over,
Yeah.
but KDB's still there.
It's good enough to win this group.
It is good enough to win this group, and I actually think it's good enough to go quite far. I don't think Belgium's going to be bad actually.
No, I don't think so. I think they're good enough to not like shock.
Oh, and obviously, like some of the younger dudes, they got Doku coming up now as well.
True, and
so they do have like a good mix of like old and young players.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these teams actually have like a bunch of young players.
Which is cool to see.
It is cool to see, but I think you do need the experience in there with him.
Yeah. That's again where England have the best of both worlds.
England
bro.
do have the
I
best
think
of
the
both
same
worlds.
can be said for a team like Portugal even at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, I would probably. I think Belgium is. I think they'll do well. They do have a nice mix of players right now. Obviously, it's the golden generation of Belgium is over. Martinez wasted them. But I think KDB's got to pull that team together. KDB doesn't.
Lukaku has to have a big tournament.
I think he does
He
that
has
for
to
his
have a good
career. Yeah, he
tournament,
does. But like KDB never really fucking like kills
Nah.
these international tournaments.
Yeah.
And
And even that I think is a sign of how good Pep is, bro. And the
Yeah.
team that Man City have.
yeah, no, fair enough. But I think it's about time that he take this team by the bootstraps
Yeah.
and fucking take them.
To be fair, Harry Kane also never does that in the international
Yes,
level.
that is true. Yeah, but the thing is, with Kane, we've seen him get golden boots and stuff and shit. We don't see KDB win any fucking like trophies for
We've seen
international
KDB get
tournaments.
screwed out of Ballon d'Or nominations.
Yeah, but yeah, Belgium first for sure.
Ukraine second?
No, I don't think Ukraine.
Not Ukraine. Who you going? Slovakia?
Probably Slovakia.
Wow.
Look,
Bold.
Ukraine, but they're focusing on the war, dude. They can't. They don't have time to. They don't have time to do well in the Euros.
Who
And
does Slovakia have in this team, actually?
I actually have no clue, but I just don't.
You just
see
got a
it.
feeling?
I just got a feeling.
You just
yeah.
got a feeling?
I
Look,
just
they've got
a feeling.
Dubravka in goal.
That's a good start.
Okay, Milan Skriniar is a hell of a defender, but that's just one centre back at least that I recognize from this list. In midfield, they've got Lobotka there. They've got Juraj Kuka.
can't say that.
And then up top, they have got... You just stop me when you hear a name you
Yes.
recognize, Ethan. Thomas Suslov, Robert Bozenik, Lubomir... I'm probably butchering these names. Lubomir Tupta, Lucas Harazlin, David Strelic, David Duras, Leo Sauer, and Ivan Schranz.
Keep going. Keep going. Start from the bottom.
So they are definitely, in your opinion, they are topping the Ukraine.
I think they're topping Ukraine. Ukraine has other things to focus on.
Look, they've got Lunin in goal, who had a hell of a season with Real Madrid.
Who, Ukraine?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a good
They've
start.
got Zinchenko.
Zinchenko, yes. Obviously, Mudryk as well.
They've got Mudryk. They've got... I'm
okay,
sorry.
I'll change it. I'll go Ukraine.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is for Ukraine. I'll go Ukraine second.
So we're going Belgium first, Ukraine second, Slovakia I've gone third ahead
yeah.
of Romania.
Put him in third.
There we go. Group F, Portugal.
This is
bro.
an easy one, yeah.
F,
Portugal.
Portugal
Portugal should come out of this with Ronaldo being top goal scorer.
Yep. And again, we mentioned it in passing, but that's both of our choices for the
My
Golden Boot.
only thing is I don't know. I don't know if Martinez is gonna decide to fucking like prove a point and not start Ronaldo from the beginning.
No. Look, Ronaldo just got a brace for them in their last friendly.
I
He
know,
has to
but there's
start,
always
bro.
a Ronaldo agenda.
He has
we
to start.
We saw it in the World Cup.
I think if he doesn't start, he gets crucified. bro.
Hopefully Martinez realizes that Ronaldo is bigger than the national team.
So he's certainly bigger than Martinez, bro.
But even if he doesn't pick Ronaldo, hopefully we can see Ronaldo do what he did in the 2018 Euros when he won it as a manager. Because remember, he got injured, he didn't play the final
then he
game,
coached that team
and then
from
he
the
coached that
touchline,
team.
bro.
So hopefully we see that even if they don't pick Ronaldo to start, hopefully he's
He'll have
able to
influence.
coach them and he's able to get the team to win. But I mean, this group is done.
I'm sure you can't wait to see another Gonzalo Ramos hat-trick.
Fuck Gonzalo, dude. Honestly, he's the worst. I hope he doesn't play a single game. I honestly hope he doesn't play a single game this Euros.
Portugal winning that group.
Yes.
For
Portugal.
second, who have you gone? I've gone Turkey.
Yeah,
like I said, they are
probably
my dark
Turkey.
horses.
Yeah, they always a lot of people have faith in them all the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go Turkey.
I've gone Turkey. I think Arda Güler is going to be. He's
Yes,
my
Güler.
young player of the tournament. Okay, my main young player of the tournament is Bellingham. But I think Arda Güler is my other choice. Czech Republic, I've gone third.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
And then Georgia. I mean, Georgia, they've got Kvaratskhelia.
It's actually Czechia now.
Is that the name of the...
Yeah, I don't think they're the Czech Republic anymore.
Czechia.
I think they're just Czechia.
Either or, I've got them in third, bro. And then Georgia
so
fourth.
That is the groups. So let's just touch on, we did mention both Golden Boot. We both saying Ronaldo.
I think Ronaldo. Genuinely Ronaldo. If not Ronaldo, then I think it's going to be some weird outlier from like Spain or something. Someone that no one predicts, bro.
Morata.
Morata, I mean, not a bad pick.
Spain have a tough group.
Morata likes to perform for Spain. You know what I mean?
But yeah, we're both going Ronaldo.
We're both going Ronaldo,
Shout out CR7. He's coming off an amazing season in the Saudi League. Obviously, we just seen him score 2 goals, 2 great goals.
He's honestly had an amazing season at international and club football this season.
He has. He definitely
Genuinely.
has.
He keeps breaking his own records now, which
I
is just
think
badass.
this as well is another record, most Euro tournaments by a player.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all signs, and I know I say this before every international tournament, all signs are pointing to Ronaldo dominating. This is like, I mean, let's be honest here. But yeah, I again, you look at the biggest factor is the group stages.
It's so much in their favor, bro.
Yeah, if you look at the
So
teams
much in their
around
favor.
him, the teams that they are going to be playing.
Yeah.
Portugal should be winning these games and by a lot.
True.
And at the forefront of that attack is Ronaldo, whether you like him or not.
Yeah. They've got to use this group stage as the absolute momentum builder to just push through with, bro.
So yeah,
if Ronaldo gets out of this group stage with, I think, at least 4 goals.
so we're not looking at Mbappé.
Again, I think Mbappe is... considering how many goals he scored in the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was second, I think,
Yeah.
for the... Oh, no, didn't he get the most goals?
He scored 3 in the fucking final.
That's actually very true.
But yeah, you're not saying Mbappé.
I think Mbappe... I just think because of France's group, you know, you've got... who else is in the group? I'm blind now.
Netherlands, Poland, and
There we go. Poland, Netherlands, Austria, France. I think he's up against better defenses. And I just think
is.
I think he's gonna have a slower trajectory than anyone in Portugal's group. I wouldn't even be surprised if someone like Jota takes away the goal.
yeah, Jota is a good shot.
Genuinely,
as well.
I think someone in Portugal's team is going to absolutely, or Belgium. You know what I mean?
You're not
'Cause
looking
Belgium,
at Havertz. You mentioned Havertz. You don't think
I
he's
did
in
mention
Golden
Havertz,
Boot?
but again, I don't see Havertz as a goal-scoring machine. He's a smart player. He's a very intelligent player. He'll pick his moments, but I don't see him coming out of games with hat-tricks.
in that Germany team though, he'll kind of have to be.
No, true, but I feel like Germany's going to be a bit more like the Arsenal team. Look, we scored the most goals in the season, and all the goals are spread across different players.
You think Germany's going to do
I
that?
think Germany's going to. You've got Wirtz, you've got Musiala, you've got Havertz.
The thing
Those
is though,
three alone.
Musiala, very creative player.
Yeah.
Wirtz is obviously attacking.
Yeah.
But I just think I think Havertz will actually be like the focal point.
I
of that
would
team.
love to. I told you before we started recording. I was very tempted to pick him for my
Yeah.
Golden Boot winner because I think he's going to be the surprise with the service he's going to have behind him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
If he did what he did at Arsenal with Odegaard there, you know what I mean? Now he's got Cruz, Musiala,
I
he's got
think I
Wirtz.
think that Germany team is going to be very like assisting to him.
Yeah, fair. Now, I genuinely do think that he's going to be player of the season, player of the tournament material. I would actually, now that we've spoken about it, I would actually pick him to be my overall player of the tournament. I think that could happen.
We're not looking at Harry Kane.
I'm not looking at Harry Kane for Golden Boot. Nope.
No,
I don't think England will
we've
get
seen
enough
him get the
penalties.
Golden Boot for England before.
I know we have, and I know he's just had a storm of a season for Bayern Munich individually.
Yeah.
I just think again, bro. I think that the group stage is going to be too much of a slow start.
No, it's a pretty fucking decent group stage.
It is a decent
to
group
be
stage.
honest, that's a pretty easy group stage.
It is. I don't know, bro. I just have a feeling. I think Harry Kane is going to be playing sensibly, and I think he's going to be. I think he's going to get the goals England need, but I don't think that he's going to be able to kind of just run away with goal scoring in that group, bro.
Then let's move on to player of the tournament. You did mention
I'm
Kai
going to
Havertz.
say Kai Havertz, yeah, bro. I'm between Kai Havertz. I think if Ronaldo wins the Golden Boot, he gets the player of the tournament.
Well, he should. Usually they do it like that, don't
Yeah, I think that unless it's just he gets the Golden Boot because of a hell of a lot of penalties or something. But I think overall I would actually give it to Havertz. Now that I've deep dived it a little
they? You're
bit,
going Havertz.
I'm actually gonna go Havertz, bro. Maybe Wirtz. I think it's gonna be a German.
You know, I actually think if I think the best player in that Germany team is going to be Toni Kroos.
I would love it, bro. If he can come away from this player of the tournament.
I think he might.
Whether Germany win or lose.
If we're talking about play sensibly, I think he's going to do exactly
That's
what he
I'm saying.
needs to do.
Germany have so many intelligent players, bro.
And we saw in that Champions League final, he's so calm, even in the big moments. And I think knowing it's his last tournament, the last time he's going to play soccer,
Yeah.
I think he will play a big part in that Germany squad.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. Golden glove.
Personally, I'm going to go Bruno. I think Bruno will be player of the tournament. I think he'll be player of the tournament.
That's a solid shot. Again, like I said, someone from Portugal I could see as well, bro. Like,
Again, pretty much the same reason as Ronaldo. That team will get so many goals, and I think Bruno is kind of the catalyst for fucking making things
that's
happen.
someone who I think will be in with a shout for Golden Boot as well, bro.
Yeah,
you look at Portugal's group.
He could be. He
You look at
really
Portugal's
could be. But yeah, we've seen.
Ronaldo takes penalties for Portugal, yeah?
Yeah, I think he does. But obviously, if Ronaldo doesn't play, then Bruno will take
Mm-hmm.
them. But yeah, Bruno, he's just so good. He can do everything, and I think. At United, he's kind of spread a bit thin because he kind of has to do everything. But I think at Portugal, he can more focus on specific tasks.
Yeah, look, he's going to have Ruben Neves behind him. He's going to have someone...
Vitinha,
behind.
Paulinha.
You can literally focus on attack, which I think is his best attribute.
And again, when the quality of forwards is that good, you got Rafael Leao, Jota, João Felix, Ronaldo. When the quality is that good, he can basically play to any one of them.
He's in a stat pad on assists. Bro.
And I think he's going to, which is why I think I'm going Bruno, player of the tournament.
I think that's a solid shout. Golden Glove, I've given it to Costa. Like I said, I think Costa's gonna get the goal. I think he's such an impressive goalkeeper. It's so funny. I mentioned the transfer window's open. Arsenal being linked with a number of goalkeepers, looking for a new number 2 because Ramsdale is expected to leave. Costa has been linked with Arsenal as well.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
But my thing is, he ain't coming in to sit second place, bro. Like, he's coming to start.
I actually don't know, He
He's young.
He might sit second
I
place.
would love to think that he's young enough to accept, cool, I don't mind.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the season he just had with Porto, he needs to be starting week in, week out. He's too good to sit on the bench. It would be like having another Ramsdale there, bro.
Yeah,
I think he's better than Ramsdale.
And you don't want the same issues to come out of it.
And that's why I was like, you know what? When we signed David Raya, I didn't expect it because I thought Ramsdale was good enough. If Arteta is that cutthroat that he just got Raya and he's still going to sign a new keeper to replace Raya, that'd be, I guess, stranger things have happened. But yeah, I think in this Euros, I think he's going to have a standout performance, bro.
Okay, yeah,
From
that's
start to
a
finish.
that's a
Maybe Neuer? Maybe Neuer?
Yeah, maybe Neuer. I think that's a good shout. I'm actually gonna go for whoever the Netherlands goalkeeper is. Whether they play
Dubravka, isn't it? No,
whether
who did
they
we say
play
it was?
Sillessen, Flecken. I don't know who they're gonna play, but I think whoever they do choose I think he will be the Golden Glove
In
winner.
France's group, you think that goalkeeper is going to win the Golden Glove?
I think even if France play
Verbruggen. Okay, look, they've got Bijlo or Bijlau. I'm not sure how to
can't say
pronounce it.
that.
They've got Flecken as well.
no, and they have Sillessen. They have 3 good goalkeepers. I think
I don't see Sillessen listed here, bruv.
well either way.
That's old
I'm
school.
looking at the old.
That's old school.
But I think whoever they do decide to play, I think with the defense that solid, I think even when France and Netherlands do play, France isn't gonna fucking bombard them. They're not gonna score 5 past them.
Fair enough. Look, David Raya won the Golden Glove in the Premier League, but I think 90% of that, 80% of that was down to that backline, bro.
And I
Gabriel and
think
Saliba.
looking at that backline, dude, Van Dijk, Nathan Ake, Van der Ven, Frimpong, I think that defensive backline is the best in the tournament.
Yeah, you know what's funny is Frimpong's listed as a forward here
Is it?
for Holland.
But yeah, however they decide to play it, I think that team is just way
Daley
too
Blind
solid.
in the team, eh?
Yeah, shout out to him.
In the team.
That team is just way too solid. I think they know their roles. Hopefully, they do. I don't know. I don't know how fucking Verbruggen is, to be honest. I don't know how.
I think he's Brighton's goalkeeper.
Yeah, but he hasn't done particularly well,
I think
to be
Brighton
honest.
also chopped and changed keepers at some point, isn't
But
it?
yes, I think based on the defensive stats of the team, I'm gonna go Netherlands goalkeeper, Golden
Aight,
Glove.
fair enough.
Then young player of the tournament.
Like I said, I've gone Bellingham. Or
Well, what
Goulet.
counts as a young player, also, by the
It's
way?
up until the age of 21. So
21.
Bellingham still miraculously counts, bro.
Okay.
So I've gone Bellingham. If not Bellingham, then Goulet. But I also think that, again, I'm throwing so much to Portugal here. I think that João Neves
Sheesh.
could absolutely
You
be in
really
with the
thrown.
shout, bro.
That is
Portugal
fair.
have the most exciting team in the tournament this
They
season.
do. They do.
1,000.
They do really.
No matter how far they go.
And not just that, but like almost all of them are in good form coming into this tournament.
That's what I'm saying. I do want to back them to go on. I wouldn't, if they win it, I'd love it. I wouldn't be surprised. I just don't have
Martinez
that.
is the only doubt, and Roberto Martinez is the
I
only
guess.
doubt. But
Who are you going, young player?
I'm looking at that Yamal dude.
From Spain.
From Spain.
What's he, 17 now?
Yeah, he's a teenager still.
Yeah, look, he would probably be the most fitting just in terms of age.
Yes.
No matter how he does, he should win it just because he's probably the
But I
youngest
mean,
player
also
in the
like shout
tournament.
out to Kobe Mainu. He could, he's also still a teenager. He's
Look,
still
even that one, I even don't know his name, bro. The Crystal Palace one in the England squad. Who's that other
Wharton.
midfield?
Yeah,
Wharton.
but Kobe Mainu will play more games than him for sure.
True.
So Kobe Mainu is another good shot. Hopefully he does get his time because he's fuck me, what a player that is. But I just think Yamal will be more important to that Spain
He's
team.
starting, bro.
Yeah.
Week in, week out.
He'll be more important for that Spain team than Kobe Mainu is for the England team. And also that Spain team, I don't see many like super attacking outlets. Like Morata is okay.
Yeah.
So I think Yamal might end up being like the spark that team needs. Obviously, I think even just generally, I think that Spain team has a lot of good, like Pedri as well.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of good young players in that
Is
Spain
Xavi
team.
there as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, so there's options, but yeah, I'm going with Yamal. He's come off he's coming off a very good season. Obviously now he's at Barcelona. There's going to be a lot of eyes on him, and I think he's able to stand out better in that team because that team isn't amazing.
That's true. I think that they kind of have, for the last few tournaments actually, they've kind of had a pass. Whatever happens. You know, the team it's still in the transition. There's so many young players there, but yeah, I think that's a decent shout.
Yeah.
And then flop of the tournament, who do you think? I honestly, for this one, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Italy.
I think Italy will do decent. Not gonna lie.
I want to see them, which is weird because I do not like Italy, bro. But I think the more I've seen some of those players phased out and it's a newer Italy, the more accepting I am of it. Jorginho helps now that he's an Arsenal player. But I think I could see Italy going from holders to like just bombing out of the round of 16.
On paper, they should. They didn't even qualify for the World Cup. You look at the team; it's not amazing. I don't even like Donnarumma that much.
Yeah, you said
they should. I think that's an educated guess. That is fair. I'm going for the opposite. I think England.
But again, I think that like,
I think England's gonna bomb.
In my opinion, bombing for me means like round of 16.
Yes. I think
England could go out in the round of 16?
I think they could go out in the round of 16.
In my trajectory that I've mapped out, when it comes to the round of 16, I've got England versus Poland, Slovakia, or Czechia, or whatever.
Czechia?
Because the way the groups are all broken up, England is going to play one of those three teams.
This is also assuming England qualify first in their group. I think they might be so bad that they don't even qualify first.
Damn.
Look, I know I said they would, but that's just me being smart. Now I'm just trying to like roll the dice.
This is one of those things where stranger things have happened. Like,
yes.
Considering again, because England do have a very good on-paper team, but also wouldn't be the first time.
Exactly. I think all of those good players are going to step on each other's toes, and I think that backline being such a mix match, and also 3 out of 4 of them coming into this in poor form.
Yeah,
I think that's going to affect them.
So you think we're going to be the next time we sit here for international tournament, we'll be speaking about how Martinez wasted the Belgium golden generation,
yes,
and how Southgate wasted the England golden generation,
and potentially how Martinez wasted the Portugal golden generation.
This is like the second golden generation, at least that I'm aware of, that England is going to kind of
fail. Yeah. No, and again, it's the team on paper is immaculate.
So good, bro.
But again, I don't know if and I think Southgate is going to do it. He is going to play just the big names. I don't know if playing those big names, all of them, is going to just work because they're big names.
Look, I'm not going to lie. I think that Jude Bellingham is going to be such a difference to this England team. He wasn't there for the last one.
He should be the difference maker if he's allowed to do what he wants to do. I don't necessarily know in this England team. Obviously, at the Madrid team, they had no number 9, so he kind of had to play the number 9. Here there is a number 9, and it's Harry Kane who loves to drop deep. People are going to get in each other's way.
Yeah, physically, space-wise, you have to kind of, the way that they play. Like you said, Harry Kane does drop deep, and Bellingham likes to work. At least we'd like to see Bellingham work that space. That's where we want to see Bellingham and Rice basically control while Kane can stay further forward. Yeah, I think it's a very unified England team, which I think is going to be a big help for them. I don't know if many of the other international teams in the tournament have that type of chemistry. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting how Southgate manages the players with the positions that they all like to overlap into. And it didn't work at Iceland. So
that's for sure.
It's going to be interesting. But yeah, look, getting on to tonight's game, the opener. Germany versus Scotland. I have said I predicted a Germany win. But I'm honestly going to go as far to predict a 4-0 win, bro. I think it's going to be a clean sheet for Germany.
Fuck me.
I think they're going to open this competition with a serious bang, and they're going to make sure people put respect on their name.
I mean, look, it's Scotland. Let's be honest. As good as McTominay is, he's not going to single-handedly beat Germany.
Yeah.
But I do think he'll do something.
What did you say he was? The Scottish what?
Scottish Ronaldo.
Scottish.
So yeah, I'm gonna say Germany win 3-1. But I think Scotland will get McTominay get in there.
McTominay
Get
goal,
in there.
bro. I don't even know anybody else that plays like.
Andy Robertson.
I mean, like up top, man.
Oh.
Like McTominay doesn't even play. They
He
play
doesn't even
striker
play
for
at all.
Scotland.
No, I don't think he does.
Maybe they should use him as striker for this tournament, bro. Why not? Let us know your guys' predictions. What do we do? Your group winners.
Stages.
Your
Who's
Golden
gonna
Boot
win the
winner,
tournament?
Your Golden Glove winner. Your manager of the tournament.
All of it.
Your Copa America winner. Yeah, thank you guys for watching the show. And we'll catch you in the next one.